AyoGG, and in this case, especially AyoBuddy. Welcome to a new and I can't believe it, a regular version of the AyoGG podcast, completely without going about the topic Girls Planet. This is nothing that is of interest for any of us today because today is the day I have been waiting for freaking months. Guys, today is the day where it finally happened. We finally know what exactly is going to be the new paths of all six Gfriend members. I wanted to talk about this topic for quite a while, honestly, but I always was like, okay, just wait until you know about all of them. Just don't jump right in there as soon as the first one is revealing what she's going to do after leaving Source. Um, just wait. And this waiting has been a struggle. Like a huge, huge struggle. I mean, if you follow my channel, you know that I didn't stop with different content. I tried to continue and continue and continue, and week after week after week, I was like, after the like watch party recording, I was sitting there like, another week without news, and now it's over, guys. It is finally over. We know the future path of all six girls, and let's talk about let's just talk a bit about it. As always, when I'm doing this podcast, I don't really have like an agenda or something like this. It's just I have been so pumped this whole day because you have to imagine how it was for me. Okay, so I was waking up in the morning, 7 a.m., completely disorientated as always. I'm like moving my hands through the darkness and searching my phone. Um, Turning it on, looking into it, and I swear, guys, I swear the first thing that I saw when I opened Twitter was this black and white picture of Eunha, SinB, and Umji, and I was like, what the? Wait a second. This is new. I don't know. I know every picture. I know every different picture. This one I don't know. What is happening? Because the account where I saw this picture, I don't know which one it was, but there wasn't nothing like a hashtag or an explanation or something like this. It was just a picture, and seriously, my mind started to like go places already because I was like, what is happening? What is happening? What does? And I was like, okay, please don't be just some kind of modeling job. Please, 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 please be something. Be something. And well, as it turns out, it is quite something. Um, but before we talk about that, let's first go through all the members like chronologically to see what they are going to do in the future. It's probably not really necessary since each and every one of you already knows. But let's still do it and celebrate a bit while talking about it. So we had the first member who joined a new company after leaving Source Music was Yerin. She joined Sublime Artist Agency, and since then she has worked, I guess you can say, as some kind of entertainer overall. You could see her in like multiple different shows, especially like YouTube shows, where she has been working a lot as MC, bit like comedian style. We saw her in that. I think it was a beer commercial, if I remember correctly, where she was singing, which is something, by the way, my heart still didn't fully recover from. And now we also know that she is going to act in a drama soon. So Yerin is like going full all-star, full all-rounder, entertainment all-rounder in Sublime Artist Agency. And after Yerin, we got our lovely leader, Sowon, um, or Kim Sojung, I guess I should say now. Um, she joined AyoGG company and and for now it looks like she is going to be a full-fledged actress. She also is already set to participate in a drama, which is something I'm really curious about. Um, why I will talk about that a bit later. Let's jump to the next member. Yuju was the third one to announce her future path, and she joined Konnect Entertainment, and yeah, will from now on be a solo singer, a soloist. When that was announced, like my heart was jumping up and down. I was like, "Oh my god, yes, you're just singing!" I mean, I never, for 1 second, doubted that Yuju is going to go, like, is going to stay in like in music, in singing, and that she's it. I expect from the beginning she is going to become a solo artist if she's not joining with the other members in some way. And that's how it came. That's how it came. She joined Konnect Entertainment, and yeah, then I waited and waited and waited and waited for something to happen. Like we had Eunha participating in this like Google Play show that they did, where they played video games and stuff. I can really, by the way, recommend it if you haven't seen it. Watch it, adorable. I've seen Umji, she modeled, if I remember correctly. Well, Chinbi, I waited for Chinbi to announce something. Like especially Chinbi because from Chinbi we didn't really see something like modeling or other show or singing or something like this. She took a break for this time, and I was like patiently waiting for something to drop on one of those three. And I'll be honest, I did not expect at all to get such a news. Like I expected, okay, now another member is going to announce, okay, she's going to be here, she's going to be here, and she's going to be here. But that all of them, all three of them, would announce it at the same time that they signed with the same company, BPM, and the full name is Big Planet Made. That they're not just going to sign together into the same company, but that they're going to stay together as a group. I screamed. I really screamed at like 7 in the morning. My neighbors must love me by now. I was so insanely excited when I read this news. And I honestly, at first I couldn't believe it. And of course I was like, BPM, planet, a big planet made. What the hell is that? Never heard of it. Yeah, well, there is no wonder I never heard of it. It's a completely new company, with only one other artist as of now. That is a former sister member, Suyu, who also just recently, I think a few days ago, if I'm not mistaken, joined this company. So completely fresh. And this really made my heart jump so hard. And I also read that there's already like a group name, at least rumored. I didn't read like a fully confirmation yet that this is going to be the name of the group of Umji, SinB, and Eunha. But what I read is the name Vivis or VVC, VVC, VVZ, VVZ. Honestly, I'm not really sure how to properly say that name. We will find out. We will find out later when they are saying that name, when they introduce themselves for the first. This is going to be such a surreal moment when the three of them are standing together, introduce themselves as VVZ, VVZ. Whatever the name is actually going to be pronounced like. And this completely killed me. Because after we got the news about Yerin and Sowon, I got a bit. I don't know if anxious is the right word. I got a bit cautious. The thing is, I think by now you know. I think you should know by now how much I love Gfriend. If not, if you don't know yet, I'm going to link you my video playlist with all the Gfriend videos I have ever made on this channel. Something over 200 videos, if I'm not mistaken. There's no other group that's coming even close to that. I'm going to link it to you just so you get an idea. And of course, it's absolutely clear to me that I'm going to support them in whatever they do in every way I can. But and I'm really happy for them if they find something that's making them happy, they're interested in. If it is like overall entertainment stuff like Yerin, or at least for now, focus on acting like Sowon. But I do have to admit that what I love to get the most from my favorite people, from my favorite idols, is music. That is just the way it is. And I was a bit like, okay. Is this like a path most of them going to go? No, as I said, Yuju, I was 100% sure that that's going to be singing. Absolutely. For the others, I wasn't sure. SinB, for example, was someone I really wasn't sure about. If she would continue doing music or if she would be like, no, you know what? Acting. Why not acting? And again, I would have been really happy also for her if she would have decided to do that. But I really have to admit, the news of both Yuju continuing music and, I mean, especially Eunha, SinB, and Umji forming a music group, completely blew my mind. And I was so excited that early in the morning today I made a little post on my channel where I announced that and a little community post. And I also got some comments from you guys, and there was one comment I found really interesting by Buddy Riri, because she wrote, buddies, in case some of you have some doubts about OT6, this group should be considered as a Gfriend unit. SinB responded to Sowon comment under her post by calling Sowon our leader. I also read that one, and my heart, it was like crying out of happiness when I read that. And I kind of see it the same way Riri does. But of course, what I think that you have to still have to keep in mind is that this is now the main thing, I'd say. So this unit will be the main thing music-wise that they're doing. Yuju solo will be her main thing that she's doing. Sowon's acting will be the main thing she's doing, and Yerin's everything will be the main thing she's doing. So we shouldn't wait and count the days until maybe the three of them join our VVC VVC group, because I do think that this is going to happen someday. I do believe that we will get OT6 as a music group temporary. Like maybe one song, probably not an album, probably a bit too much, but maybe a song with MV and stuff that I could really imagine. Maybe even not regularly, but occasionally, like not just once, but multiple times. But still, I think this is something I don't think that we should expect this to happen like once a year or something like this. This will be a happening, like an event when it is happening, but until then, they will all go like their respective path. And I think we are strong enough as a fandom by now, as Buddy, to accept that and to follow, to like brightly follow what they're going to do. Because as I said, like this, um, this really is like honey for my soul. That we still have, even if it is not all of them, but we have this unit which is still like half of Gfriend, and always will be. And that this is going to continue is really, really, really something that, wow, oh, that made my day so much better. Like, it wasn't really good for my work because I didn't get shit done today. I'll be completely honest. This was one of the most unproductive days ever. I think the only day that was more unproductive for me was the day where it was announced that they would leave Source Music. That was just terrible. This time it was just the exact opposite. I was so happy that I wasn't able to focus on work. And yeah, this is I can't wait to see what's going to happen. And also, I saw today a little post about something that I think the company of Chinbi, Eunha, and Umji wrote in an article, something like this, which is really interesting. I just want to read it to you. Big Planet signed Suyu and other influential K-pop singers to produce albums full-fledged. Of course, the others are our VVZ. I'll just say our small line, our small line. And the agency has chosen talented people from the industry to form a team. The agency said that though a new entertainment company at the moment is, even though they are new, in the past year they have already established a solid production system. BPM will continue to focus on growth, and this is my favorite part of it all, by generously investing in in artists who have the same vision as direction as the agency. Yes, pump that money into our girls. Um, what I'm so curious about is that I can't really grasp what the music is going to be like, because when I think about Yuju, I was I'd say relatively sure what kind of music that could be, Even though Yuju can like pull off quite a lot of different genres with her voice and her talent. Um, but I would expect like pretty vocal heavy stuff from Yuju, like ballads, maybe a bit upbeat also, but overall really stuff where you're like, okay, this is Yuju, you know. Um, for those three here, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure what direction they're going to go to. I feel like the sky is the limit. Like we know how talented our girls are, so I don't have any doubt that whatever they're going to do, whatever style they're going to do, they are able to pull it off perfectly. Like they all have great vocals. They're all are amazing dancers. I don't see any problem there with any kind of genre. But what will be the debut song of this unit? I have no clue. Will it be like a more tough concept? Probably. I that's I would something I would I go with, or expect at least. Will it be something completely like that's throwing you completely off guard, catching you completely off guard, like something super sentimental for the start? I have no clue. Please don't. I don't want to cry. I will. I will. Definitely. Um, but this is going to be a journey. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. And I can already assure you guys, the second something drops about our musical girls, either our unit or Yuju, this channel will burn because of all the content. Same overall, I'd like to say about our like actresses. The problem there is it's not that easy to produce content for actresses or for actors in general. Like I will try to find a way to do that too. I will definitely find a way to do that because you know it's Gfriend and Gfriend is priority number one. So I will find a way. But I mean, if a teaser drops for them, if an MV drops, maybe you remember my last Gfriend reaction, music video reaction. I don't want to say it will escalate that way. I don't know because last time we also had like the whole like Gfriend universe stuff. I was able to like hallucinate about. This time we probably don't have this. Um, I guess I don't think it will be connected, and I would assume that they won't start a new like universe stuff. Will probably like okay, music video and music video. But I don't want to say that it won't go to the same extent because it can happen. The way I know me, it can happen. But we will see. I'm definitely so pumped for everything our six girls are going to do um, in the future. And yeah, something that also always really touched me was as soon as something was announced about one of the girls, like when they posted on their Instagrams, when they signed with a new company, the others like instantly jumped into the comments section and left a laugh for them. Not too long ago, I think just a few days ago, the five members sent like a coffee truck for Yerin, and they like they put a lot of effort into this, you know, with the banners and stuff that they decided themselves what to write on it, and made little sketches that were put on it, and it's just this laugh between them that is it's just such a nice feeling, as a fan. If you see that the group that you love so much is like loving themselves, just no, let's be real, even more. Even though I sometimes don't think how is that even possible, I think they somehow manage to do it. Um, it's just always such a nice and warming feeling to see this, that even though they at least half of them are going separate paths now, they're still there for each other and they're still so tightly bonded. And especially, and exactly that bond is the reason for me to believe that we will get the six of them together for musical projects in the future. As I said, it's just, in my opinion, really important not to expect too much content, because if you think about the time when they still have been under Seuss Music, like the last year, um, we have been we've been getting quite spoiled with the pure amount of content that we got, like the amount of comebacks, the videos like the vlogs and the jinx, and of course Memoria and stuff like this. Um, it probably won't go to that extent with any of their projects. Like for example, now the unit. Like how many times will they come back in a year? I would not. Like I wouldn't hope for more than, like, if they come back 2 times in a year, I'd be like overly satisfied. Um, because now, even though they have to establish, it's difficult. Because of course, on the one hand, they're freaking seniors in the industry. On the other hand, of course, now they are a new group. So, and it sounds like not just what the company wrote, but also what the three of them said, that they want to like full dive into that. So maybe 2 times a year is like a good thing to expect for now. We will see how it will be in the end. And I'm also curious how everything else is going to continue. Like, um, when it comes to YouTube content, what's going to happen there with all six of them? Will we get like solo channels for all of them? No, probably. No, okay, for the unit, probably not solo, but a channel for the group is probably pretty safe. I guess. Yeah. Nowadays, it's probably you can't really be a K-pop group without a channel. Maybe we will get there the covers that started on the Gfriend channel. Maybe we will get some of the records like collaborations with the other girls or something like this. There's just so much that could happen in the future, and it's just, I have so much fun just thinking about this um, because now I can finally do it. Before, when it wasn't sure what all of them would be doing, it was always like a gamble to start imagine stuff like this, because it could have always been like a disappointment. You're like, oh, then could this and that could happen, and that, but I don't know, and what if one of them says, oh, I don't want to do this at all anymore, um, and now that we are like certain, now that we know what all of them at least know like relatively well, what paths they're going to take, you can just let your imagination run wild about all the possibilities that could now arise and stuff like this. And I just needed this, I really, really needed this certainty um, of what the future would be holding, because it was always like this when I did my weekly Gfriend reactions, and I think we continued that without a real break. Maybe like 1 week or something like this, but I think we really continued to enjoy Gfriend content together really, really regularly. And it was always like that for me after I recorded a new Watch Buddy episode. I was sitting there like, another week, another week without certainty. God damn it. And another week, and another week. And while watching it, I was looking at them like, oh, what are you going to do? Please tell me, please, please, please. I want to know. I need to know. Always try to not to, put it, like, talk about it too much in the video. As just as I always try not to talk too much about how angry I get when something's getting mentioned about source music or anything related to that. Um, it basically never works. I know that. I suck at it. I always have to say my few lines to that matter. I know that, but I always try to like keep it as positive as possible, no matter what is maybe going on in my head at the moment. But from now on, it's just like completely. I can just watch those videos like completely relaxed, with the knowledge, okay, everything's going to be good. Everything is fine. They're all under a roof. They're all, it seems like that, happy for now. They still have each other. It's okay, dude. It's okay. Just enjoy the dorks that you see in front of you. And yeah, this is really a new quality in this whole different topic for me from now on, that is really changing a lot for me. Like, it's not like I didn't like it's not like I wasn't able to enjoy the videos. It was always like, and I am shitting you not, those achievement reactions are always the highlight of my week. Like from the stuff that I'm doing, because it's just such a such a flashback and such a um instant like happiness boost to see them back together. But now it will like this feeling will get amplified like times million. And yeah, guys, I think I now said enough about all of this. Did I? I'm not sure. Probably as soon as I stop recording, I will be like, oh god, and I wanted to say this and I wanted to say that. But I mean, I can always do another episode uh, of all of this. Now, I would really like to know your guys' opinion about this whole topic. Feel free to just go riot in the comments, or if you're listening to this on Spotify, for example, I have an email in the show notes where you can also text me whatever you want. Like, feel free to cry out of happiness. Just feel free to let out your inner fanboy or girl, whatever, your inner fan, and celebrate together with me this amazing news. The fact that we now know that our girls are safe, are happy, and continue to walk a path that they chose, and that they're free to do whatever they want, and that we have the certainty what they're going to do, and that we can like prepare ourselves now what is going to hit us in the future. Because I already know, like, the moment where there is like an album getting announced for one of them, or I always try. This is the thing. I always try to think, okay, how can I support the other two? Like, like when they're doing doing dramas, like watching the drama, yeah, okay, but besides that, as I said, it will take place on this channel in some way. I will make it work. I don't know how I'm exactly going to do it. And if I have to, like, watch the drama and then talk with you guys about it, I will do something. And even though I have to admit, I'm not the biggest fan of Korean dramas. I'll be completely honest. It's not my thing. But you can be sure as hell I'm watching whatever those two are doing. I'm buying whatever the other four are producing. And you will be able to feel the love on this channel for whatever all 6 of them are doing. This is a pinky promise, a double pinky promise from me to you, to Buddy, and to, of course, our lovely Gfriend members. Now, guys, let me know your opinions about all of this in the comments below, and I hope I see you next time to the next, maybe, podcast episode, whatever it's going to be. If it's podcast, I can, like, almost with 100% certainty tell it's going to be another special episode for Girls Blend. Now, guys, thank you for your attention, and bye!